And next, my gold. Open the shrine that I may see my saint. Hail the world's soul and mine. More glad than is the teeming earth to see the longed-for sun peep through the horns of the celestial ram am I to view thy splendor darkening his, that lying here amongst my other hordes shows like a flame by night, or like the day struck out of chaos when all darkness fled unto the center. O thou son of soul, but brighter than thy father, let me with adoration kiss thee. And every relic of sacred treasure in this blessed room, well did wise poets by thy glorious name title that age which they would have the best, thou being the best of things, and far transcending all style of joy in parents, children, friends, or any other waking dream on earth. Thy looks, when they to Venus did ascribe, they should have given her 20,000 cupids. Such are thy beauties and our loves. Dear saint, riches, the dumb god that givest all men tongues, that canst do naught, and yet makes men do all things. The price of souls, even hell with thee to boot is made worth heaven. Thou art honor, virtue, fame, and all things else. Who can get thee, he shall be noble, valiant, honest, wise.
And what he will, sir. Riches are in fortune a greater good as wisdom is in nature.
True, my beloved Mosca, yet I glory more in the cunning purchase of my wealth than in the glad possession, since I gain no common way. I use no trade, no venture. I wound no earth with plowshares, fat no beasts to feed the shambles, have no mills for iron, oil, corn, or men to grind them to a powder. I blow no subtle glass, expose no ships to threatenings on the furrow-faced seas. I turn no money in the public banks, nor use your private.
No, sir, nor devour soft prodigals. You shall have some will swallow a melting air as glibly as your Dutch will pills of butter, and ne'er purge for it, or tear forth the fathers of poor families out of their bed, and coffin them alive in some kind of clasping prison, till their bones be forthcoming when the flesh is rotten. But your sweet nature doth abhor these courses. You loathe the widow's or the orphan's tears should wash your pavements, or their piteous cries ring in your roof and beat the air for vengeance.
Right, Mosca, I do loathe it.
And besides, sir, you are not like a thresher that does stand with a huge flail watching a heap of corn, and hungry dares not taste the smallest grain, nor like the merchant that hath filled his vaults with Romagna or rich Candian wines, yet drinks the lees of Lombard's vinegar. You will not lie in straw, whilst moths and worms feed on your sumptuous hangings and soft beds. You know the use of riches, and dare give now, from that bright heap, to me, you poor observer.
Old Mosca, take thee of my hand. Thou strikest on truth in all, and they are envious term thee parasite. Call forth my dwarf, my eunuch, and my fool, and let him make me sport. Well, what should I do but cocker up my genius and live free to all delights my nature calls me to? I have no wife, no parent, child, ally to leave my substance to, but whom I make must be mine heir. And this makes men observe me. This daily draws new clients to my house, women and men of every sex and age, that give me presents, that send me plate, coins, jewels, in hope that when I die, which they expect each greedy minute, it shall then return tenfold upon them, whilst some, covetous above the rest, seek to engross me whole, and counterwork the one unto the other, contend in gifts as they would seem in love, all which I suffer, playing with their hopes, and am content to coin them into profit, and look upon their kindness, and take more, and look on that, yet bearing them in hand, letting the cherry knock against their lips, and draw it by their mouths, and back again. How now?
Now, room for fresh gamesters, who do will you to know, they do bring you neither play nor university show, and therefore do entreat you that whatsoever they rehearse may not fare with the worse for the false pace of the verse. If you wonder at this, you'll wonder more ere we pass, for know, here is enclosed the soul of Pythagoras, that juggler divine, as hereafter shall follow, which soul, fast and looser, came first from Apollo. And was breathed into Athalides, Mercurius' son, where it had the gift to remember all that ever was done. From thence it fled forth, and in quick transmigration, to Goldilocks Euphorbus, who was killed in good fashion at the siege of old Troy by the cuckold of Sparta. Hermotimus was next, I find it in my charter, to whom it did pass. Well, no sooner it was missing, than with one Pyrrhus of Delos it learnt to go fishing. And thence did it enter the sophist of Greece. From Pythagore she went into a beautiful beast. Hypersphasia the Meretrix, and the next toss of her was again overhaul, she became a philosopher. But I come not here to discourse of that matter, nor his 1, 2, or 3, or his great oath, by Catra. His music, his trigon, his golden thigh, or his telling how elements shift, but I would ask how of late thou best suffered translation, and shifted thy coat in these days of reformation.
Like one of the reformed, a fool as you see, counting all old doctrine heresy.
But not on thine own forbid meats hast thou ventured.
On fish, when first a Carthusian I entered.
Why then thy dogmatical silence has left thee.
Of that, an obstreperous lawyer bereft me.
A wonderful change! What body then took thee?
A good, dull mule. Eon.
And how? Well, that means thou art brought to allow of the eating of beans.
Yes.
Now quit thee for heaven of that profane nation, and gently report thy next transmigration.
To the same that I am.
A creature of delight, and what's more than a fool, a hermaphrodite. Now pray thee, sweet soul, in all thy variation, which body wouldst thou choose to keep up thy station?
Troth, this I am in, even here would I tarry.
'Cause here the delights of each sex thou canst vary.
Alas, those pleasures be stale and forsaken. No, 'tis your fool wherewith I am so taken, the only one creature that I can call blessed. For all other forms I have proved most distressed.
Spoke true, as thou wert in Pythagoras still. This learned opinion we celebrate will.
Now, very, very pretty. Mosca, this was thy invention?
If it please my patron, not else.
It doth, good Mosca.
Then it was.
Fools they are, the only nation worth men's envy or admiration, free from care or sorrow taking, self and others merry making.
Who's there? Away! Look, Mosca. Fool, be gone!
It's Signor Voltori, the advocate. I know him by his knock.
Fetch me my gown, my furs, and nightcap. Say my couch is changing. Let him entertain himself a while without the gallery. Now my clients begin their visitation. My vulture, kite, raven, and gore crow, all my birds of prey that think me turning carcass. I am not for them yet. And now the news.
A piece of plate, sir.
Of what bigness?
Huge! Massy and antique, with your name inscribed and arms engraven.
Oh, good! And not a fox stretched on the earth, with fine delusive slights mocking a gaping crow, huh, Mosca?
Sharp, sir.
Give me my furs. Why dost thou laugh so, man?
Oh, I cannot choose, sir. When I apprehend what thoughts he has without now as he walks, that this might be the last gift he should give, that this would fetch him. If you died today and gave him all, what you should be tomorrow. Oh, what great venture should come of all his rewards. Oh, how he should be worshipped and reverenced be, ride with his rich cloths and furs, be herded on by clients and fools, have clear way made for his mule, as well lettered as he is, and be called great and reverenced advocate, and then concludes there's naught impossible.
Yes, Mosca, to be learned.
Oh, no, rich implies it. Hood an ass in reverend purple to hide his too ambitious ears, and he shall pass for a cathedral doctor.
My cap. Good, Mosca, fetch him in.
Oh, stay, sir. Ointment for your eyes.
Oh, that's true. Dispatch. I long to have possession of my new present.
That and thousands more I would hope to see you lord of.
Oh, thanks, kind Mosca.
And when that I am lost in blended dust, 100 such as I am in succession.
Nay, that were too much, Mosca.
You shall live still to delude these harpies.
Loving Mosca. 'Tis well. My pillow now, and let him enter. Now my feigned coughs, my physic and my gout, my apoplexy, palsy, and catarrhs, help with your forced functions this my posture, wherein these 3 years I have milked their hopes. He comes, I hear him.
You still are what you were, sir. Only you of all the rest are he commands his love, which you would do well to preserve thus, with early visitation and kind notes of your good meaning to him, which I know cannot come most grateful. Patron, sir, Signor Voltori here has come.
What say you?
Signor Voltori here has come to see you this morning.
I thank him.
And hath brought a piece of antique plate, bought of St. Mark, with which he here presents you.
He is welcome. Bid him to come more often.
Yes.
What says he?
He thanks you and desires you see him often.
Mosca!
My patron.
Bring him near. Where is he? I long to feel his hand.
Oh, the plate is here, sir.
How fare you, sir?
I thank you, Signor Voltore. Where is the plate? Mine eyes are bad.
I am sorry to see you still thus weak.
That he was not weaker.
Oh, you are too munificent.
No, sir, would to heaven I could as well give health to you as that plate.
Oh, you give, sir, what you can. I thank you. Your love shows taste in this and shall not be unanswered. I bid you come more often.
Yes, I shall, sir.
Do you observe that, sir?
Hearken unto me still, it shall concern you.
You are a happy man, know your good.
I cannot now last long.
You are his heir, sir.
Am I?
I feel me going. I'm sailing to my port. And I am glad I am so near my haven.
Alas, kind gentlemen, we must all go.
But Mosca...
Age will conquer.
Prithee, hear me!
Am I inscribed his heir for certain?
Are you? Sir, I beseech you, vouchsafe to right me and your family. All my hopes depend upon your wisdom. I am lost, except the rising sun do shine on me.
It shall both shine and warm thee, Mosca.
Sir, I am a man that hath done your love the worst, not the worst of offices. Here I wear your keys. See your coffers and your caskets locked. Keep the poor inventory of your jewels, your plates, your money. I'm your steward, sir. Husband your goods here.
But am I sole heir?
Confirmed this morning without a partner. The wax is warm yet, the ink scarce dry upon the parchment.
Happy, happy me. By what good chance, sweet Mosca?
Your dessert? I know no second course.
Thy modesty is not to know it. Well, we shall requite it.
He ever did like your course, sir. That first took him. I often heard him say how much he admired men of your large profession, that could speak to every cause, things being mere contraries, till they were hoarse, yet all be law. How with most quick agility one could turn and return, make knots and undo them, give forked counsel, take provoking gold in either hand and put it up. These men he knew would thrive with their humility, and for his part he thought himself blessed to have his heir of such a suffering spirit, so wise, so grave, of so perplexed a tongue, and loud withal, there that would not wag, nor scarce lie still without a fee, when every word your worship but lets fall is a shakeen. Who's that? One knocks. I would not have you seen, sir. Oh, but gentle sir, when you do come to swim in golden lard, up to your arms in honey, that your chin is borne stiff with fatness of the flood, think on your vessel. Remember me. I have not been your worst of clients.
Mosca?
When shall you have the inventory brought? See a copy of the will. Anon, I shall bring them to you straight. Away, begone.
Excellent Mosca, come hither, let me kiss thee.
Keep you still, sir. Here is Corbaccio.
Set the plate aside. The vulture's gone, now the old ravens come.
Betake you to your silence and your sleep. Ah, stand there and multiply. Now shall we see one who is more impotent than this can feign to be, yet hopes to hop over his grave. Signor Corbaccio, you are very welcome, sir.
How does your patron?
Oh, faith, sir. As he was, no amends.
What, men's he?
No, sir, he's rather worse.
Well, that's well. Where is he?
Upon his couch, newly fallen asleep.
Does he sleep well?
No wink, sir, all this night. Nor yesterday, but slumbers.
Good. He should take some counsel of physicians. I have brought him an opiate here from mine own doctor.
He will not hear of drugs, sir.
Why, I myself stood by while it was made, saw all the ingredients, and know it cannot but most gently work. My life for his, 'tis but to make him sleep.
Aye, his last sleep if he would take it.
He hath no faith in physics, sir.
Say you, say you!
He hath no faith in physics, sir. Why, he thinks your doctors are the greater danger, the worst disease to escape. I oft have heard him protest that your physician should never be his heir.
Not I, his heir.
Not your physician, sir.
Oh, no, no, no.
And their fees he cannot brook. He says they flay a man before they kill him.
Right, I do conceive you.
And then they do it by experiment, which the law not only doth absolve, but gives them great reward. And he's loath to hire his death so.
How does his apoplex? Is that strong on him still?
Oh, most violent, sir. His speech is broken and his eyes are set. His face drawn longer than was wont.
How? Stronger than he was wont?
No, his face drawn longer than was wont.
Oh, good.
His mouth is ever gaping and his eyelids hang.
Good.
A frozen numbness stiffens all his joints and makes the colour of his flesh like lead.
Good.
His pulse beats slow and dull.
Good symptoms still.
And from his brain
Oh, not his brain.
flows a cold sweat, a continual rheum for the resolved corners of his eyes.
It is possible, yet I am better. How does he with the swimming of his head?
Oh, sir, 'tis past the scotomy. He hath lost all his feeling now, and hath left to snort. You barely can perceive him that he breathes.
Excellent, excellent. Sure I shall outlast him. This makes me young again, a score of years.
I was a-coming for you, sir.
Has he made his will? What has he given me?
No, sir.
Nothing, huh?
He hath not made his will, sir.
What then did Volturi, the lawyer, hear?
Oh, he smelt a carcass when he heard my master was upon his testament.
He came unto him, did he? I thought so.
Yeah, and presented him with this piece of plate, sir.
To be his heir?
I do not know, sir.
Well, I shall prevent him yet. See, Mosca, look. Here I have brought a box of bright sequins. We'll quite weigh down his plate.
Why, sir, this is true. Physic, most blessed cordial. Oh, no talk of opiates to this great elixir.
'Tis aurum palpabile, if not potabile.
Oh! It shall be ministered to him in his bowl.
I do.
Oh, most blessed cordial, this will recover him.
Yes, do.
I think it were not good, sir.
What?
To recover him.
Oh, no, by no means.
This will cause some strange effect if he but feel it.
'Tis true, therefore forbear. I'll take my venture. Give me it again.
At no hand, pardon me. You will not do yourself such a wrong. I shall advise you, so you shall have it all.
Ow.
All, sir, your own, without a rival. 'Tis yours. No man can claim a part, decreed by destiny.
How, good Mosca?
I'll tell you. This fit he shall recover.
I do conceive you.
Now, on the first advantage of his gained sense, will I re-importune him upon the making of his testament, and show him this.
Oh, good.
It is better yet if you will but hear.
Yes, with all my heart.
Now will I counsel you. Make home with speed. There frame a will whereto you shall inscribe my master, your sole heir.
And disinherit my son.
This will shall you send unto me. Now, when I come to enforce, as I shall do, your cares, your watchings, your many prayers, your more than many gifts, your this day's present, and last produce the will, which without thought, the stream of your diverted love have you thrown upon my master. He cannot be so stupid or stone dead, but out of conscience and mere gratitude.
He must pronounce me his.
'Tis true!
This plot did I think on before.
Yeah, I do believe it.
Do you not believe it?
Yes, sir.
Mine own project.
And when he hath done this...
Publish me his heir.
And you being so certain to survive him...
Aye.
Being so lusty a man...
'Tis true.
You have not only done yourself a good...
But multiplied it on my son.
'Tis true!
Still my invention.
Alas, sir, heaven knows it hath been all my study, all my care. I even go grey withal how to work things.
I do conceive, sweet Mosca.
You are he for whom I labour here.
Do. I'll straight about it.
Yeah, rook go with you, raven.
I know thee honest.
You do lie, sir.
And
Your eyes, your knowledge is no better than your ears.
I do not doubt to be a father to thee.
Nor I to gull the blessing of my brother.
I may have my youth restored to me, why not?
Your worship is a precious ass.
What say'st thou?
I do desire your worship to make haste, sir.
'Tis done, I go.
Oh, I shall burst! Let out my sides!
Contain your flux of laughter, sir. Why, this hope is such a bait it covers any hook.
But thy working and thy placing it, oh, I cannot hold. Good rascal, let me kiss thee. Oh, I never knew thee in so rare a humour.
Oh, I do as I am taught, sir. Follow your grave instructions. Give them words, pour oil into their ears, and send them hence.
'Tis true. Why, what a punishment is avarice unto itself.
Aye, with our help, sir.
So many cares, so many maladies, so many fears attending on old age. Yet death so often called upon as if no wish could be more frequent with them. Their limbs faint, their senses dull, their seeing, hearing, going, all dead before them. Yea, their very teeth, their instruments of eating, failing them, yet this is reckoned life. Nay, here is one who is now gone home, that wishes to live longer, feels not his palsy nor his gout, feigns himself younger by scores of years, flatters his age with confident belying it, and hopes he may, with charms like Aeson, have his youth restored, and with these thoughts so battened, as if fate would be as easily cheated on as he and all turns heir. Who's that there now? A third?
Close you to your couch, sir.
Master!
I hear his voice. It is Corvino, our spruce merchant.
Dead.
Another bout with your eyes, sir. Oh. Who's that? Signor Corvino. Come most wishful. Oh, how happy were you now, if you knew it now.
Why? What? We're in.
The tardy hour is come, sir.
He's not dead.
Not dead, but as good. He knows no man.
How shall I do then?
Why, sir?
I have brought him here a pearl.
Why, perhaps he hath so much remembrance as to know you, sir. He still calls you. Nothing but your name is in his mouth. Is your pearl Orient, sir?
Venice was never owner of the like.
Signor Corvino.
Hark.
Signor Corvino.
He calls you. Step and give it him. He's here, sir, and hath brought you a rich pearl.
How do you, sir? Tell him it doubles the 12th carat.
Oh, he cannot understand, sir. His hearing's gone, yet it comforts him to see you.
Say I have a diamond for him too.
Oh, best show it, sir. Put it into his hand. 'Tis only there he apprehends. He has his feeling yet. See how he grasps it.
Alas, poor gentleman, how pitiful the sight is.
Oh, tut forget, sir. The weeping of an heir should still be laughter under a visor.
Why, am I his heir?
Sir, I am sworn. I may not show the will till he be dead, but here hath been Corbaccio, here hath been Volturi, here weren't others too, so many of them I cannot number them, all gaping for their legacies, but I, taking advantage of him naming you, Signor Corvino, took paper, pen, and ink, and there I asked him whom he should have his heir, Corvino, whom he would have executor, Corvino.
Oh, dear Mosca. Does he not perceive us?
No more than a blind harper. He knows no man, no name of friend, nor face of any servant, who 'twas fed him last or gave him drink. Those he hath begotten and brought up he cannot remember.
Has he children?
Bastards, a dozen or more, begot of beggars, gypsies, Jews, and blackmoors when he was drunk. Knew you not that, sir? 'Tis a common fable. The dwarf, the fool, the eunuch are all his. He is the true father of his family in all, save me, but he's given them nothing.
That's well, that's well. Art sure he does not hear us?
Sure, sir? Why, look you. Credit your own sense. The pox approach, and add to your diseases, if it would send you hence the sooner, sir, and for your incontinence it hath deserved it thoroughly, and the plague to boot. Nay, you may come near, sir. Would you at once close those eyes of yours that flow with slime like two frog pits? Nay, come near, sir. And your cheeks that are covered with hide instead of skin, that stand like two dishclouts set on end.
Or like an old smoked wall on which the rain ran down in streaks.
Oh, excellent, sir. Speak it out. You may be louder yet. A culverin discharged in his ear would hardly bore it.
His nose is like a common sewer, still running.
'Tis good. And what is mouth?
A very draught.
Stop it up.
Oh, by no means.
Faith, let me. I could stifle him rarely with a pillow.
Nay, do as you will, but I'll be gone.
Do, sir. 'Tis your presence that makes him stay so long.
I pray you, use no violence.
No? Why, sir? Why should you be so scrupulous, pray you, sir?
Nay, at your discretion.
Well, be gone, sir.
I will not trouble him now to take my pearl.
Nor your diamond. What a needless care afflicts you. Is not all here yours? Am I not here, whom you have made your creature, that owe my being to you?
Grateful Mosca, thou art my friend, my fellow, my companion, my partner, and thou shalt share in all my fortunes.
Excepting one.
What's that?
Your gallant wife, sir. Now he's gone. We had no other means to shoot him hence but this.
Divine Moscow, thou hast today outgone thyself. Who's there? I will be troubled with no more. Prepare the music, dancing, banquets, all delights. The Turk is not more sensual in his delights than will Volpone. Now, let's see. Pearl, diamond, plate, chickens. Good morning's purchase. Well, is it better than to rob churches yet? Or fat by feeding once a month a man? Who is...
The beauteous lady would-be, wife of the English knight, Sir Politic would-be, this is a style he's directed me, sir, hath sent to know how you have slept tonight, and if you would be visited.
Not now! Some 3 hours hence.
Yeah, I told his squire so much.
When I'm high in mirth and wine, then... For God, I wonder at the desperate valour of the bold English that dare let loose their wives to all encounters.
Oh, why, sir, this knight hath not his name for nothing. He is politic, and knows that however his wife may assume strange airs, she hath not the face to be dishonest. Oh, but if she had Signor Corvino's wife's face.
Hath she so rare a face?
Oh, sir, the wonder, the blazing star of Italy. A wench of the first year, a beauty ripe as harvest, whose skin is white all over like a swan, and silver snow or lilies, a soft lip that would tempt you to eternity of kissing, flesh that melteth in the touch to blood, bright as your gold, and lovely as your gold.
Why had I not known this before?
Alas, sir, myself only yesterday discovered it.
How might I see her?
Oh, not possible. She's kept as warily as is your gold. Never does come abroad or take the air but at a window. Her looks are sweet as the first grapes or cherries, and are watched as near as they are.
I must see her!
Sir, there is a guard of spies 10 thick upon her, all his whole household, each of which is set upon his fellow, and have all their charge when they come in, when they go out, examined.
I will go see her, though, but at her window.
In some disguise, then.
That is true. We'll think.
English. Sir, to a wise man, all the world's his soil. It is not Italy, nor France, nor Europe that can bound me, if my fates call me forth. Yet I protest, it is no salt desire of seeing countries, shifting a religion, or any disaffection to the state where I was bred, and to which I owe my dearest plots, hath brought me out, much less that idle, antique, stale, grey-headed project of knowing men's minds and manners with Ulysses, but a peculiar humour of my wives, laid for this height of Venice, to observe, to quote, to learn the language, and so forth. I hope, sir, you travel with licence.
Yes.
I dare the safelier converse. How long, sir, since you left England?
7 weeks.
So lately? You have not yet met with my Lord Ambassador?
Not yet, sir.
Pray, sir, what news vents our climate? I heard last night a most strange thing reported by some of my lord's followers, and I long to hear how 'twill be seconded.
What was it, sir?
Marry, sir, of a raven that should build in a ship royal of the king's.
This fellow, does he gull me, Tro, or is gulled? Your name, sir?
My name is Politic Would Be.
Oh, that speaks him! A knight, sir.
A poor knight, sir.
Your lady lies here in Venice for intelligence of tires and fashions and behaviours among the courtesans. The fine lady would be?
Yes, sir. The spider and the bee oft times suck from one flower.
Good Sir Paul, I cry you mercy. I have heard much of you. 'Tis true, sir, of your raven.
On your knowledge?
Yes, and your lions whelping in the tower.
Another whelp?
Another, sir?
Now, heaven, what prodigies be these? Well, the fires at Berwick and the new star, these things concurring, strange and full of omen. Saw you those meteors?
I did, sir.
Fearful. Pray, sir, confirm me. Were there 3 porpoises seen above the bridge as they give out?
6 and a sturgeon, sir.
I am astonished.
Nay, sir, be not so. I'll tell you a greater prodigy than these.
What should these things portend?
The very day, let me be sure, that I put forth from London, there was a whale discovered in the river as high as Greenwich. And it hath waited there, few know how many months, for the subversion of the staid fleet.
Is't possible? Believe it. 'Twas either sent from Spain or the Archduke's. Spinola's whale, upon my life, my credit. Will they not leave these plots? Worthy sir, some other news.
Faith, Stone, the fool, is dead. And they do like a tavern fool extremely.
Is Mars Stone dead? Oh!
He's dead, sir? Why, I hope you thought him not immortal. Oh, this knight, were he well known, would be a precious thing to fit our English stage. Well, he that should write but such a fellow would be thought to feign extremely, if not maliciously.
Stone dead.
Lord, how deeply, sir, you apprehend it. He was no kinsman to you.
That I know of. Well, that same fellow was an unknown fool.
And yet, you knew him, it seems.
I did, sir. Sir, I knew him one of the most dangerous heads living within the state, and so I held him.
Indeed, sir.
While he lived, in action, he has received weekly intelligence, on my knowledge, out of the Low Countries for all parts of the world in cabbages. And those dispensed again to ambassadors in oranges, muskmelons, apricots, lemons, pommes citrons, and so forth. Sometimes in Colchester oysters and your Chelsea cockles.
You make me wonder.
Sir, on my knowledge, nay, I have observed him receive his advertisement in a public ordinary from a traveller, a concealed statesman, in a trencher of meat, and instantly, before the meal was done, convey an answer in a toothpick.
Strange. Now, how could this be, sir?
Why, the meat was cut so like his character and so laid as he must easily read the cipher.
I've heard he could not read, sir.
So 'twas given out in polity by those that did employ him, but he could read and had your languages, and to it as sound a noddle as...
This Sir Paul will be ignorant of nothing. It seems, sir, you know all.
Not all, sir, but I have some general notions. I do love to note and to observe. Though I live out free from the active torrent, yet I'd mark the currents and the passages of things for my own private use, and know the ebbs and flows of state.
Believe it, sir, I hold myself in no small tie unto my fortunes for casting me thus luckily upon you, whose knowledge, if your bounty equal it, may do me great assistance.
Why, came you forth empty of rules for travel?
Faith, I had some common ones from out that vulgar grammar which he that cried Italian to me taught me.
Oh, why, this it is that spoils our brave bloods, trusting our hopeful gentry unto pedants, fellows of outside and mere bar.
Who be these, sir?
Under that window. There it must be.
Fellows to mount a bank! Did your instructor ever discourse to you of the Italian mountebanks?
Yes, sir.
Why, here you shall see one.
Oh, they are quacksalvers, fellows that live by selling oils and drugs.
Was that the character he gave you of them?
As I remember.
Pity his ignorance. They are the only knowing men of Europe. Great general scholars, excellent physicians, and cabinet councillors to the greatest princes.
I've heard they're most lewd impostors, selling that drug for twopence ere they part, which they had valued at 12 crowns before.
Sir, calumnies are answered best with silence. Yourself shall judge. Who is it that mounts, my friends?
Scoto of Mantua.
Is't he? Nay then, sir, I'll proudly promise you shall behold another man than has been fancied to you. I wonder yet he should mount his bank here, in this nook that was wont to appear in face of the piazza. Oh, here, here, they come!
Most worthy patrons and honourable gentlemen, it may seem strange to you that I, your Scotto Manfano, who was ever wont to fix my bank in face of the public piazza, should, after 8 months' absence from this illustrious city of Venice, humbly retire myself to an obscure nook such as this.
Did I not now object the same?
Please, sir.
Let me tell you, I am not, as your Lombard proverb saith, cold on my feet, or content to part with my commodity at a cheaper rate than I was accustomed. Look not for it, nor that the calumnious reports from that impudent detractor and shame to our profession, Alessandro Buttoni, I mean, who put out in public that I was condemned for poisoning the Cardinal's cook, hath at all attacked, much less dejected me. No, no, no. To tell you true, I cannot endure to see the rabble of these grounded charlatini, these dirty, facey, nasty, painty, lousy, fartical rogues, with one poor groat's worth of antimony finely wrapped up, well, let them go. I protest, I and my 6 servants are not able to make of this precious liquor so fast, but it is taken from my lodgings by gentlemen of your city. But oh, help. Help. The blessings of the rich, the riches of the poor. Who can purchase thee at too dear a rate, since there is no enjoying this world without thee? Be then not so sparing of your purses, honourable gentlemen, as to curtail the natural course of life. You see his end?
Aye, it's not good.
For when a humid flux or catarrh by mutability in the air falls from the head to the shoulder, arm, or any other part, take you a ducat or your gold chakeen and apply to the place affected. See what good effect it may work there. No. It is only this blessed unguento, this rare extract that hath only power to dispel all malignant humours that proceed from either hot, cold, moist or windy causes.
I would he put in dry, too.
Pray you observe.
For the most crude and indigest stomach, applying only a warm napkin to the place after the unction. For the vertigine in the head, putting but a drop in the nostrils. Likewise, behind the ears, a most sovereign and approved remedy. For the malconuto, cramps, convulsions, paralyses, epilepsy, tremor, retired nerves, ill vapours of the spleen, stopping of the liver, the stone, the strangury, hernia ventosa, iliaco-passio, stops a dysentery immediately, eases the torsion of the small guts, and cures a melancholia hypochondriaca, being taken and applied according to my printed receipt. For this is the physician, this the medicine. This counsels, this cures. This gives direction, this works the effect, and both together may in sum be termed an abstract of the theory and practice of the Aesculapian art. 'Twill cost you 8 crowns. And prithee, Zan Frittata, sing a verse extempore in honour of each.
How do you like him, sir?
Most strangely, I.
Is not his language rare?
But alchemy, I never heard the like.
Had all Hippocrates or Galen, that to their books put medicines all in, but know this secret, they had never, of which they will be guilty ever, been forested many a hopeless taper.
All this yet will not do. 8 crowns is high.
Honourable gentlemen, you all know I never valued this ampulla, or vial, at less than 8 crowns. But at this moment I am content to be deprived of it for 6. 6 crowns is the price, and less in courtesy I know you cannot offer me. I ask you not as to the value of the thing, for then I should demand of you 1,000 crowns. But I despise money. Only to show my affection for you, honourable gentlemen, I present you with the fruits of my travels. Tune your voices once more to the touch of your instruments, and give the honourable assembly some delightful recreation.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Would you be ever fair and young? Stout of teeth and strong of tongue, sharp of eyelid, quick of ear, sharp of sight of nostril clear. Like of hand and like of foot, or I will come nearer to it. To do this free from all diseases, to the actual distance leaving. Yeah,
Right always from your bones. Here's a medicine for the nose. I am in the humour at this time to make a present of the small quantity my coffers contain. To the rich, in courtesy, and to the poor, for God's sake. Wherefore now, mark, I asked you 6 crowns, and 6 crowns at other times you have paid me. You shall not give me 6 crowns, and not 5, nor 4, nor 3, nor 2, nor 1, not half a ducat. 6pence. Expect no lower price. Therefore now, cheerfully toss your handkerchiefs, and be advertised the first heroic spirit that deigns to grace me with a handkerchief. I will give it a little remembrance of something besides.
Will you be that heroic spark, Sir Paul? Oh, see, the window has prevented you.
Lady, I kiss your bounty, and for the timeless grace that you have done your poor Scotto of Mantua, I will return you over and above my oil a gift that made Venus a goddess, given to her by Apollo, that kept her perpetually young.
Blood of the devil and my shame! Come down here! Come down, I say! No house but mine to make your scene! No windows on the whole creature but mine to make your properties! Heart! Tomorrow I shall be newly christened the Pantalone de Besognosi about the town! Away! Away!
What should this mean, Sir Paul?
Some trick of state, believe it. I will home.
It may be some design on you.
I know not. I'll stand upon my guard.
It is your best, sir.
These 3 weeks, all my advices, all my letters, they've been intercepted.
Indeed. Well, best have a care.
Nay, so I will.
Oh, this night! I may not lose him for my mirth till night.
I am wounded.
Where, sir?
Not without. Those blows were nothing, I could take them ever. But angry Cupid, bolting from our eyes, hath shot himself into me like a flame, where now he flings about his flaming heat, as in a furnace an ambitious fire whose vent is stopped. The fight is all within me. I cannot live except thou help me, Moscow. My liver melts, and I, without the hope of some air from her soft breath, am but a heap of cinders.
Alas, sir, would you had never seen her!
Nay, wast thou never told me of her?
Oh, I must confess I was unfortunate, and you unhappy. But I am bound in conscience, no more than duty, to effect my best to release you of your torments, and I will, sir.
Shall I hope, Moscow?
More than dear, I would not bid you despair of aught within a human compass.
Oh, there spoke my better angel.
I do not but doubt to make success of your desires, sir.
Nay, then I'll not repent me of my late disguise.
If you can horn him, sir, you need not.
True. Besides, I never meant him for mine heir. But it's not the colour of my beard and brows to make me known.
No jot.
I did it well.
So well would I could follow you in mine with half the happiness.
But were they gulled with a belief that I was Scotto?
Scotto himself could hardly have distinguished. I do not have time to flatter you now. We'll depart. And as I prosper, so applaud my art.
Death of mine honour, with the city's fool, a juggling, tooth-drawing, prating mountebank and at a public window, where whilst he, with his strained action and his dole of faces, to his drug lecture draws your itching ears, a crew of old, unmarried, noted lechers stood leering up like satyrs, and you smile most graciously, and fan your favours forth, giving your hot spectators satisfaction. What was your mountebank, their call, their whistle? Or were you enamoured of his copper rings, or his embroidered suit with the cope stitch made of hearse cloth, or his old tilt feather, or his starched beard? Well, you shall have him, yes. He shall come home and minister unto you a fricas for the mother. I am a Dutchman, I. For if you thought me an Italian, you'd be damned ere you did this, you whore. Dost thou tremble to imagine that the murder of thy father, mother, brother, all thy race should follow as the subject of my justice?
But, sir, have patience.
What couldst thou propose less to thyself than in this heat of wrath and stung with my dishonour, I should strike this steel into thee with as many stabs as thou wert gazed upon with goatish eyes?
Dear sir, be appeased. I could not think my being at the window now should more move your impatience than at other times.
No, not to seek and entertain a parley with a known knave before a multitude. You were an actor with your handkerchief, which he most sweetly kissed in the receipt, and might no doubt return it with a letter, pointing the place where you might meet. Your sisters, your mothers, or your aunts might serve the turn.
Why, when do I ever make these excuses or ever stir abroad but to the church? And that's so seldom.
Well, it shall be less. And thy restraint before was liberty to what I now decree, and therefore, mark me, first I'll have this bawdy light dammed up. Until it be done, some 2 or 3 yards off, I'll chalk a line, over which, if thou but chance to set thy desperate foot, more hell, more horror, more wild, remorseless rage shall season thee than on a conjurer that had heedless left his circle's safety ere his devil was laid. There. Here is a lock which I will hang upon thee. And now I think on it, I will keep thee backwards. Yes, thy walk shall be backwards, thy prospect backwards, thy lodging all be backwards, and no pleasure that thou shalt know but backwards. Nay, since you forced my honest nature, know it is your own being too open makes me use you thus. Away, be not seen, pain of thy life, nor look toward the window. Nay, stay there, hear this. Let me not prosper, whore, for I will make thee an anatomy, dissect thee mine own self, and read a lecture upon thee to the city and in public. Away. Backwards. Who's there?
'Tis Signor Mosca, sir.
Let him come in. His master's dead, there's yet some good to help the bad. My dear Mosca, welcome. I guess your news.
I fear you cannot, sir.
Is not his death?
Rather the contrary.
Not his recovery?
Yes, sir.
I am crossed, I am bewitched, my cross is meet to vex me. How?
Why, with Scotto's oil, sir. Corbaccio and Voltori brought of it while I was busy in an inner room.
Death, that damned mountebank! But for the law now, I could kill the rascal. It cannot be his oil should have that virtue. Have not I known a common rogue come fiddling into the osteria with a tumbling whore, and when he has done all his forced tricks, being glad of a poor spoonful of dead wine with flies in it, it cannot be. All his ingredients are a sheep's gall, a roasted bitch's marrow, a few sod earwigs, pounded caterpillars, a little capons grease, some fasting spittle. I know 'em to a dram.
I know not, sir, but some on't they poured into his ears, some into his nostrils, and recovered him, applying but the fricas.
Pox on that fricas.
And since the which to seem the more officious and flattering to his health, there they have had, at extreme fees, the College of Physicians consulting on him how they would restore him, where one would have a cataplasm of spices, another a flayed ape clapped to his breast, a third would have it a dog, a fourth a oil with wild catskins. At last they all resolved that to preserve him were no other means but that some young woman should be straight sought out, lusty, full of juice, to sleep by him. And to this service, most unhappily and most unwillingly, am I now employed, the which I thought to pre-acquaint you with, because I would not do that thing, would cross your ends, on whom I have my whole dependence, sir. Yet if I do it not, they may delate my slackness to my patron, work me out of his opinion, and there all your hopes, your ventures, your whatsoever are all frustrate. Besides, they are all now striving who shall first present him. And so I would entreat, briefly conclude somewhat, prevent them if you can.
Death to my hopes. This is my villainous fortune. Best to hire some common courtesan.
Ah, I thought of that. But they're all so subtle, so full of art. We may light on some queen, may cheat us all.
'Tis true.
No, it must be one that hath no tricks. Some simple thing, a creature made unto it. A wench you may command. Have you no kinswoman? God's soul. Think. 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 Think, sir. One of the doctors offered up his daughter.
How?
Yes, Signor Lupo, the physician.
His daughter?
And a virgin. Why, alas, he knows the state of his body, what 'tis. How naught can warm his blood but a fever, or any incantation raise his spirit, or long forgetfulness sees that part. Besides, who will know? But one or two.
I pray thee, give me leave. If any man but I had had this luck, the thing in self I know is nothing, wherefore should not I as well command my blood and affections as this dull doctor? In point of order, the cases are all one of wife and daughter.
I hear him coming.
She shall do it. 'Tis done. Slighted this doctor who is not engaged, unless be for his counsel or for his daughter, what should I that am so deeply in? I will prevent him. Wretch, covetous wretch. Mosca, I have determined.
How, sir?
We shall make all sure. The party you wot of shall be mine own wife, Mosca.
Sir, you have cut all their throats. Why, 'tis directly taking possession. Oh, and in his next fit we'll let him go. 'Tis but to pull the pillow from his head, and he is throttled. Had been done before, but for your scrupulous doubts.
Ah, plague on't. My conscience fools my wit. Well, I'll be brief, and so be thou, lest they should be before us. Go home, prepare him, tell him with what zeal and willingness I do it. Swear it was on the first hearing, as thou mayest do truly mine own free motion.
Sir, I warrant you I shall so possess him with it that the rest of his starved clients should be banished all, and only you received. But pray, sir, do not come until I send, for I have something else to ripen for your good, which you must not know of.
But do not you forget to send now.
Fear not.
Where are you, wife? Celia? My wife? What blubbering? I think thou thoughtest me in earnest. By that light I talk so, but to try thee. Methinks the lightness of the occasion should have confirmed this. Come, I'm not jealous.
No?
No, faith, I am not, nor ever was. 'Tis a poor, unprofitable humour. Do not I know if women have a will, they'll do against all the watches of the world, and that the fiercest spies are tamed with gold. Come, I am confident in thee, and see, I'll give thee cause to believe it too. Come, kiss me. Go, get thee ready straight. Put on all thy best attire, thy choicest jewels, put them all on, and with them thy best looks. We are invited to a solemn feast at old Volponi's, where it shall appear how far I am free from jealousy or fear.
I fear I shall begin to grow in love with my dear self and my most prosperous parts. They do so spring and burgeon. I can feel a whimsy in my blood, I know not how. Success hath made me wanton. I could skip out of my skin now like a subtle snake. I am so limber. Oh, your parasite is the most precious thing. Drop from above. Not bred amongst clots and clodpoles here on earth. I muse the mystery was not made of science, it is so liberally professed. And yet I mean not those that have that bare town art, to know who's fit to feed them, have no cares, no family, no house, and therefore mould tales for men's ears to bait that sense, nor those that have your kitchen invention and get some stale receipts to please the belly and the groin, or those with your court dog tricks that can fawn and fleer, make revenue with legs and faces, echo my lord and lick away a moth. But you're fine, elegant rascal, that can rise and stoop almost together like an arrow, shoot through the air as nimbly as a star, turn short as doth a swallow, and be here, there, here, yonder, all at once, present to all occasion, every humour, and change a visor swifter than a thought. This is the creature had the art born to him, toils not to learn it, but doth practice it with most excellent nature. And such sparks are your true parasites. Others? But they're zanies. Who's this? Benario, old Corbacio's son, the person I was bound to seek. Fair sir, you are happily met.
Oh, that cannot be by thee.
Why, sir?
Nay, pray thee, know thy way, and leave me. I would be loath to interchange discourse with such a mate as thou art.
Courteous, sir. Scorn not my poverty.
Not I, by heaven. But thou shalt give me leave to hate thy baseness.
Baseness?
Aye, answer me. Is not thy sloth sufficient argument? Thy flattery, thy means of feeding? Huh?
Heaven be good to me. These imputations are too common, sir, and easily stuck on virtue when she's poor. You are unequal to me, and though, howe'er your sentence may be righteous, yet you are not, that ere you know me, thus proceed in censure. St. Mark bear witness against you. It is inhuman.
What? Does he weep? I do repent me I was so harsh.
'Tis true that swayed by strong necessity I am forced to eat my careful bread with too much obsequy. 'Tis true beside that I am fain to spin mine own poor raiment out of my mere observance, being not born to a free fortune, but that I have done base offices in rending friends asunder, dividing families, betraying counsels, mining men with praises, whispering false lies, tended their credulity with perjuries, corrupted chastity, or I'm in love with mine own tender ease, but would not rather prove the most rugged and laborious cause that might redeem my present estimation. Let me here perish in hope of all goodness.
This cannot be a personated passion. I was to blame so to mistake thy nature. Pray thee forgive me, and speak out thy business.
Sir, it concerns you. And though I make a main offence in my manners and in my gratitude unto my master, yet for the pure love I have of right and hatred for the wrong, I must reveal it. This very hour, your father is in purpose to disinherit you.
How?
And thrust you forth as a mere stranger to his blood. 'Tis true, sir.
This tale hath lost thee much of the late trust thou hadst with me. It is impossible. I know not how to lend it any thought. My father should be so unnatural.
Sir, it is a confidence that well becomes your piety, and formed, no doubt it is, out of your own simple innocence, which makes your wrong more monstrous and abhorred. But if you will go with me, I will bring you, I dare not say where you shall see, but where your ear shall hear, be the witness to the deed, thrust yourself as a bastard and the common issue of his blood.
I'm mazed.
Sir, if I do not, then take your just sword. Scorn your vengeance on my front and face. Mark me, your villain. You have too much wrong, sir, and I do suffer for it. My heart weeps blood with anguish.
Lead! I follow thee.
Methinks Moscow stays long. Bring forth your sports and help to make the wretched time more sweet. Dwarf!
Dwarf!
Ooh.
And eunuch! Well met here we be. A question it were now, whether of us three, being all the known delicates of a rich man, in pleasing him, claim the presidency can.
I claim for myself.
So doth the fool.
'Tis foolish indeed. Let me set you both to school. First, for your dwarf. He's little and witty, and everything as it is little is pretty. Else, why do men say to a creature of my shape, so soon as they see him,
He's a pretty little ape.
And why a pretty ape? But for pleasing imitation of greater men's actions in ridiculous fashion. Besides, this feat body of mine doth not crave half the meat or drink one of your bolts will have. And though that do feed him, 'tis a pitiful case. His body's beholden to such a bad fate. Fate. He's the grace of every feast, and sometimes the chiefest guest hath his trencher and his stool, when we'd wait upon the fool, who would not be he.
Who's there? My couch. Away, look, Nano, see! Give me my cap first. Now, Cupid send it be Moscow, and with fair return.
It is the beauteous madam.
Would be, is it?
The same.
Oh, now torment on me, scry her in, for she will enter or dwell here forever. Make quickly that my fit repast. I see a second hell too, that my loathing this may quite expel my appetite for the other. Oh, that she were taking now her tedious leave. Lord, how it frets me what I am to suffer.
Oh, I thank you, good sir. This band shows not my neck enough. I trouble you, sir. Let me request you bid my woman come hither to me. In good faith, I am dressed most favourably today. It is no matter, 'tis well enough. Look, see these petulant things. How have they done this?
I do feel the fever entering in at mine ear. Oh, for a charm to fright it hence.
Come nearer. Is this curl in his right place? Or this? Why is this higher than all the rest? You have not washed your eyes yet, or do they not stand even in your head? I pray you, view this tire, forsooth. Are all things apt or no?
One hair a little here sticks out, forsooth.
Doth so, forsooth. And where was your dear sight when it did so, forsooth? What now, bird-eyed? Pray, approach and mend it. Now, by that light, I muse you are not ashamed. I, that have preached these things so oft unto you, read you the principles, argued all the grounds, disputed every fitness, every grace, called you to counsel of so frequent dressings.
More carefully than of your fame or honour.
Made you acquainted with what an ample dowry the knowledge of these things would be unto you, able alone to get a noble husband at your return, and you thus neglect it. Besides, you seeing what a curious nation the Italians are, what will they say of me? The English lady cannot dress herself. Well, here's a fine imputation to our country. Well, go thy ways and stay in the next room. Good sir, you'll give her entertainment.
The storm comes toward me.
How does my volp?
Troubled with noise, I cannot sleep. I dreamt that a strange fury entered now my house, and with the dreadful tempest of her breath did cleave my roof asunder.
Believe me, and I had the most fearful dream. Could I remember it?
Out on my fate, I have given her the occasion on how to torment me. She will tell me hers.
Methought the golden mediocrity, polite and delicate.
Oh, if you don't love me no more, I sweat and suffer at the mention of any dream. See how I tremble yet.
Oh, alas, good soul. The passion of the heart. What seed pearl were good now, boiled with syrup of apple, tincture of gold and coral, citron pills, your elecampane root, myrobalani.
I have taken a grasshopper by the wing.
What of burnt silk and amber? You have muscadel good in the house?
Oh, you will not drink and part?
No, fear not that. Shall I, sir, make you a poultice?
No, I am quite well. You need prescribe no more.
Well, I have a little studied physic, but now I'm all for music. What, save in the forenoons, an hour or two for painting. I would have a lady indeed to have all letters and arts, be able to discourse, to write, to paint, but principle, as Plato holds, your music. And so does wise Pythagoras, I take it, when there is consent in face, in voice and clothes, and is indeed our sex's chiefest ornament.
Our poet, as old in years as Plato and as knowing, says that your highest female grace is silence.
Which of your poets? Petrarch or Tasso or Dante? Oh, Guarini, Ariosto, and Diego di Adria. I have read them all.
Is everything a cause to my destruction?
I think I have 2 or 3 of them about me.
The sun, the sea will sooner both stand still than her eternal tongue. Nothing can scape it.
Here's Pastor Fido.
Profess obstinate silence, that's now my safest.
All our English writers, I mean such as are happy in the Italian, will deign to steal out of this author mainly, almost as much as from Montaigne. But he has so modern and facile a vein, fitting the time and catching the court ear. Your Petrarch is more passionate, yet he, in days of sonneting, trusted him with much. Dante is hard, and few could understand him. But for a desperate wit, there's Ardine. Only his pictures are a little obscene. You mark me not.
Alas, my mind's perturbed.
Why, in such cases, we must cure ourselves, make use of our philosophy. And as we find our passions do rebel, encounter them with reason, or divert them unto some other humour of lesser danger, as in politic bodies, there's nothing more doth overwhelm the judgment and cloud the understanding than too much settling and fixing, and as 'twere subsiding upon one object. For the incorporating of these same outward things into that thing which we call mental leaves some certain feces that stop the organs, and, as Plato says, assassinates our knowledge.
Oh, now the spirit of patience help me.
Come, I must visit you more a days and make you well. Laugh and be lusty.
Oh, my good angel, save me.
There was but one sole man in all the world with whom I could sympathize, and he would lie often 3-4 hours together to hear me speak, and sometimes be so rapt as he would answer me quite from the purpose. Well, like you, and you are like him, just. I'll discourse, and be but only, sir, to bring you asleep. Oh, how we did spend our lives and loves together for some 6 years.
Oh.
For we were compagni, and we were brought up.
Some power, some fate, some fortune, rescue me!
God save you, madam.
Oh, good sir.
Moscow, welcome to my redemption.
Why, sir?
Rid me of this, my torment. Quickly there, my madam of the everlasting tongue. The bells, in time of pestilence, made not like noise, or were in that perpetual motion. The cockpit comes not near it. All my house, but now steamed like a bath with her thick breath. A lawyer could not have been heard, nor scarce another woman, such a hail of words she had let fall. For hell's sake, rid her hence.
Hath she presented?
Oh, I'll take her absence upon any loss, at any price.
Madam.
Oh, I have brought your patron a toy, a cap here of mine own work.
Oh. 'Tis well. Oh, I did forget to tell you, I did see your night where you would little think.
Where?
Marry, yet if you make haste, you shall apprehend. Rowing on the river in a gondola with the most cunning courtesan in Venice.
Is't possible?
Pursue them and believe your eyes. Leave me to make your gift. I knew 'twould take, for lightly those that use themselves most licensed still are most jealous.
Good Moscow, hearty thanks for thy quick fiction and delivery of me. Now, to my hopes, what sayest thou?
Well, your hopes...
Yes, sir.
Again, I fear a paroxysm.
Which way rode they together?
Towards the Rialto.
I pray you, sir, lend me your dwarf.
I pray you take him. Your hopes, sir, are like happy blossoms, fair, and promise timely fruit if you will stay the maturing. Keep you to your bed, sir. Here will be Corbaccio straight with the will. When he is gone, I will tell you more.
My blood, my spirits are returned, and like a wanton gamester at Primero, whose thought had whispered in his ear, not go less, methinks I lie and draw for an encounter.
Sir, here concealed you shall hear all, but I pray you have patience, sir. That saves your father's knock. I am compelled to leave you.
Do so. And yet cannot my thought imagine this a truth?
Oh, death upon me, you are come too soon. What meant you? Did not say I would send.
Yes, but I feared you might forget, and then they prevent us.
Prevent? Did e'er a man make haste for his horns? A courtier would not ply it so for a place. Well, there is no helping it now. Stay there. I'll presently return.